something I asked you before. So what is the difference between Alzheimer's and dementia?
Okay, Alzheimer's disease is a form of dementia, okay? As Kathy said before, think of dementia like a cake, okay? And we need lots of different ingredients in that cake. So if the dementia is a cake, then Alzheimer's is just one particular ingredient of that cake. There are actually over 100 types of dementia, but Alzheimer's disease is the most common form worldwide.
Okay, so how can we find out about dementia? Are there any websites or anything?
Yeah, there's lots of ways in which you can find out. I mean, obviously, one place is go to your local library, lots of books and lots of information about dementia there. But in terms of websites, one of the best websites is the Alzheimer's Society website. So, do a search on the internet, put in Alzheimer's Society, and you'll get just about every bit of information you need around dementia. It's very, very good website.
Okay. Are there any other ways for young people? Because you said libraries, but young people, we don't really go to libraries, let's be completely honest.
Okay.
It'd be more about say websites and stuff. Is there Facebook, Twitter, any social networking?
If you go onto Facebook or Twitter, and again, look for Alzheimer's Society, Dementia Friends, I can't think of any others at the moment.
There's a lot of websites.
But there are an awful lot. I mean, just put dementia in a search and you'll get an awful lot of hits. So there's lots of places you can go for information.
A big part of my role is going into schools. So actually, if you're at school and you want to come into your school, just ask the teachers and they can get in touch with me.
Would you like to read out some details?
How can we contact you?
Well, I work for the Dementia Education team in Gloucestershire, and if you just Google that, it will come up. And our team, because it's part of the Gloucestershire Dementia Strategy, and that's well documented on the websites and stuff. So if you just Google the Dementia Education team in Gloucestershire, our contact details should come up, and I'll happily come out to school.
And another way to contact is that we're managing Memory Together, which is the information education service for people with dementia and carers in Gloucestershire. That service also provides memory assessment and a community dementia nursing service. And you can ring us on 0800 694 8800. Get hold of us there, or you can email us. managingmemory@gloss.nhs.uk, and we can always link you into Rachel and the Dementia Education team.
That's absolutely fantastic. Is there a way people like us, younger people, can we help out with it?
The Dementia Friends programme, there's a Dementia Friends programme which is a national programme where people learn about dementia and then they share that in their community. So again, if you Google Dementia Friends, you will be able to find details of that and where locally there are Dementia Friends sessions. For young people, or anyone under 18, they would need to go with an adult to a Dementia Friends session, so they couldn't go on those. So that's one way of finding out.
The other way would be actually to get become part of the advert that we're running, that you're going to play on air later in the year.
Carol told us that. That's absolutely fantastic. You're getting loads of...
we've sent an email out to over 27 senior schools in Gloucestershire for Year 8 students to create a radio advert to run during National Dementia Week, which is in May. And we're going to choose the winners and they'll get to record it and you'll play it.
Wow, that's amazing.
So keep tuned to listen to that advert.
So, it's a new question. So what are the signs of dementia?
The main signs, the one that most people think about are memory. So problems with short-term memory, having difficulties with everyday activities, so things that a person was really confident and happy doing, making a cup of tea, making their dinner, looking after their personal care, starts to become a bit difficult for them. Might have problems communicating, so finding words they need, getting lost in conversation. And you might notice changes in someone's mood or behaviour, so somebody who just seems a bit kind of less confident, stops going along to groups that perhaps they used to really enjoy doing. So those kinds of things are pretty much the main things that you might look out for.
Because my nan, she works for the NHS and she goes to people, say, that have dementia. She helps them out and stuff.
Right.
So she goes, I don't know what agency and stuff it is, but she goes and helps them out. And she used to have this old, she was a friend, she came out for Christmas and stuff. She didn't have much family. And like, she just started acting like a lot stranger. Like, she couldn't remember who my nan was, but she can't now.
Right.
And she used to be a heavy smoker, so she used to like snap up her cigarettes instead of smoking them.
Right. So what you noticed was a real change.
Yeah, it was out of the ordinary completely.
Yeah. So somebody is very familiar, or a place that's familiar, somebody might start to say, oh, I don't recognise this, but it's somewhere they would go normally every day.
Yeah.
So those are the kinds of signs that you might pick up on and think, alarm bells start ringing and think something's not quite right here.
Yeah, and if you have a family member or friend, where can they go to? If
if somebody's worried about a memory, or you're worried about a family member or friend, the best thing to do is try and encourage them to go to their GP, because not all things associated with memory problems are going to be dementia, so you need to check out that it's not something else that's causing the problem. But if people just want advice, then they can, again, call us at Managing Memory Together, so that's that 0800 694 8800.
Yeah, we will get all the contact details put up on Twitter and hopefully Facebook by tonight. I will contact Carol immediately.
And it is important to, get help very early, isn't it? Before it's too late.
Yes, it is important. The earlier people get help, the better support and treatment they can get. So sometimes medication can help slow the process. There is no cure, but it can help slow things. People feel it's more manageable, but also the people around them can adjust the way they respond to them as well, which is really important. If you know someone's got a problem, then you can look to support them with that. And perhaps when somebody's saying, you've already told me that, not getting into a cycle of kind of conflict and arguments about it, but backing off. So.
And what's happening like local schools, Gloucestershire? What's happening in there to spread the awareness of dementia? Is there anything?
I think Rachel would probably be.
The team that I work with, there's 3 of us, and we go out across county and deliver training to anybody who would like it. So I obviously go into schools, but we go into libraries, we go into supermarkets, and just raise the awareness, because obviously if somebody's got a diagnosis of dementia, people still need to go out and do shopping and still want to socialise, and if the local community have an understanding of the illness, those people can be supported and continue their lives and stay independent as long as possible. So our roles are to just raise awareness across the county and really educate people on how we can support people.
So one more question before we go to a song is, how does getting help early make a difference?
Getting help early makes a difference, because sometimes a lot of people will recognise they're having a problem with their memory, and they may respond in a number of different ways. They might try to hide it, or they might get very anxious and upset about it. So getting help and support and being able to talk about it to someone can make it feel a bit more manageable. And also the people around them can offer them the support they need. They may, as I said before, be able to take medication that will help. And also kind of getting your house in order, really. So, if you know that you've got an illness where you're going to get worse into the future, you can get things like lasting power of attorney and things that are going to help you sort out and manage your life into the future better. Or go on holiday, because you know things are going to get worse. So that's it, things are managed really well. But sometimes it's seen as oh well, Nan or whatever's just getting a bit forgetful. And so it's put down to that and not investigated further until it gets really bad. And so that's one of the kind of reasons really that it's not recognised. But others are in people are fearful of getting dementia because they know it's a progressive illness, so and they think it's something wrong, something they've done's contributed to it, or it's a mental illness. Some people think it's a mental illness. So there's lots of stigma attached to it, so people don't want to talk about it, and they want to hide the fact that they're having problems.
But yeah, it's very important to get help early, like we mentioned earlier.
Yeah. Definitely.
Before it gets
Worried.
worse. And like
Just
you
talk
said,
to someone if you're worried.
yeah.
Because actually you might be fine.
Yeah.
But if you're not, then it's important to try and get the help and support you need.
Dementia Friends?
Yes.
Okay, and so let's start off, what is it?
Dementia Friends is a thing run by Alzheimer's Society, and it's a very short session that raises awareness across the population about dementia. And you can go along to a session, or somebody can come along to a group of people, and they'll talk for about an hour around dementia. And at the end, you can sign up to be a dementia friend. And what that means is that you'll spread the word, and you'll look out for people and tell people all about it, and get a badge. I've got one in my
So go and get your badge, guys.
yeah.
Okay, let's just quickly repeat. What can, I don't want to say outsiders, but people that don't have anything to do with outsiders or anything, what can we do to get more involved? Can we go and visit people that have it to help out and stuff?
It's just being aware of your local community, to be honest, and look out for your neighbours or people who you think may need your support and help. Sometimes just a friendly face, and I know you youngsters do have friendly faces, going out and just sort of seeing if somebody needs some help or just to chat. Actually talking to somebody exercises the brain, and if you have got a dementia, exercising the brain is brilliant, and talking about their childhood or what makes them happy is the really best way that you can help somebody.
Because we go to church, and at our church I'm sure that we could set something up like that, which would be absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
If we could try and get your support, if they can't do it, I'm sure that we'll find somewhere.
Well, it's
Even
actually,
college.
actually making sure people still go to church, because sometimes when somebody's worried about their memory, they feel they isolate themselves because they're worried they can't keep up, or they may embarrass themselves. So actually, when you go out to church or to your groups, make sure people are still coming and feel welcome.
So if they just stop coming, we try and find out why. Is that something that you mean?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and see if you can go and support them to come in.
Yeah, because it is amazing, really. But anything that you can do to help, just try and help these people.
Definitely.
Is there anywhere to donate or anything?
Well, if you want to do a sponsored silence or whatever, you can do it in the name of Alzheimer's Society and donate to them. They have a fundraising page on their website that you can go to and read up on.
To be able to go and visit someone at their home and just be able to just talk about what I've done throughout the weeks. It's always nice, even if you have problems at home, it'd just be nice just to have someone to talk to as well. Would you say that would be something to do?
Yeah,
Definitely. That's just keeping people engaged, and actually, if you're sat in a home for most of the day not seeing people, to have some friendly face come in, give you a smile, ask how your day's been. Even if someone's forgetful, that doesn't mean to say they don't enjoy a smile and they don't enjoy seeing young people. And actually what people love as well is talking about things they used to do.
Yeah, because
what they used to like doing, where they went to school, because those memories are strong and they don't threaten them. They're not challenging them to find them. And actually really interesting for young people. I think Rachel and I talk to people with dementia, and it's fascinating because they lived in a different time, and they've got so many stories.